Hello my fellow crafters. Today I am going to be making some of my most popular necklaces. They're very simple to make. All you need is some beads of choice. I will be using these glass beads here and some 20 gauge or 18 gauge copper wire. I'm going to be using a 20 gauge today. And then for the necklace part, I'll be using some of this chain, which is a pure copper ball and chain. Number 6, and I'll leave a link in the description if you're interested in getting some of this for yourself. And the tools, the only thing you're going to need are your flush cutters, your bail loop pliers, and some precision pliers. And that's it. Very simple. We're not wire weaving, we're wire wrapping. And for the frame of the pendant, you want about 2 foot. This is approximate and it will depend greatly on the size of your bead and, as mentioned, how much work you want to do to it. So then once you get your wire cut, you want to come down to the center point of it and bring your bail loop pliers in. And I am going to wrap the wire around the second to largest, which you can use the third to largest if you would like. And I'm just going to wrap it around that 3 times. And this is going to make our bail. And I'm going to take that wire and I'm going to wrap it around the base wire and 3 times. And now you have a bail. You take your bead and you just slide it down that center piece right there, and then bring your wire around, find that front there, all the way down to the bottom, and then I'm going to bend them both together just like that. And then I'm going to take and loop them and bring that around. Just like that. Now if you want, you can make just this part here your pendant. Very simple, and all you have to do is wrap this around there and close it off. But I'm going to give it a little bit more detail, and I'm going to bring it around, and you can pretty much do whatever you want with this. I'm going to make this one a little simple because I did not give myself as much wire as I like. I'm going to wrap around that bottom there. And bring it up to the top. I'm going to go ahead and put another swirl up top there just to kind of even out the sides, just like that. And then I'm going to bring this wire, both pieces, around that bail, and I'm going to wrap it around like this. Now this one here is a little shorter, so I'm going to go ahead and finish that off right there. Just give it a little snip. And tuck this end piece down. Just like that. And then bring the other wire around and do the same. Which actually I am going to bring that around one more time just because I have the room to do so and I like it to have a little extra durability to it. I'm gonna trim that off just a little bit. And then take that little end and tuck it down. Just like that. So now you have one very simple pendant. Alright, so for the next one, I'm actually going to give myself a lot more wire. I'm going to make myself 3 foot because some of these beads are a little bit bigger. And I'm going to do the same thing, but this time here I'm going to add a little bit more swirl to it. And just as before, I'm going to wrap it around that peg right there. Now after I do this one, I'll do one that's a little bit more simple than either of these two. So just as before, you take that piece down right there. Now, since I have so much extra wire, I'm going to do a lot more swirling. And you can kind of just have fun with it and do whatever you like. Now I'm going to go back and forth. You can make these really sloppy or really neat. I tend to keep mine a little bit more neat, although I do have some sloppy ones too, because, you know, everybody likes something different, and sometimes you kind of just got to go with the flow of it. So this one is just a little bit more wild. But it's got a unique look to it. And now that we have these two smaller pieces left over, I'm going to show you how to do a really simple one. And this time I am going to use the third setting down. And I'm only going to wrap it twice. So it really doesn't need anything more than that. Same with that. I'm only wrapping it twice. And you slide your bead down. And take your wire and bring it down to the bottom one, and this time tuck them really close together, just like that. And wrap that around your bail to finish everything off. Right, so there is a very simple pendant with just one bead and one piece of wire. And well, that's what all three of these are. One bead and one piece of wire. Now for the chain of this necklace, I always cut them to 18 inches, every single one of them. And that way they're all consistent. So when I sell these, I do sell these as a BOGO. People buy multiple either for themselves or one for them and one for somebody else. It's really nice having a mother and daughter come in, or two sisters or two friends, and buy necklaces that they might not be exactly matching, but they fit that person nicely themselves. And it's something that they bought together, kind of like a friendship necklace where, you know, one person gets one half and the other person gets the other half. It's very nice. Now these ball and chains here, when you cut them, you're going to have a little piece hanging and you want to get that trimmed off. Now the link I'm leaving in the description, when you buy the chain, you also get the ends with it, which is nice. Now another source I get it from, you buy by the foot and you have to buy the ends separately, which is fine too. Depends on whether or not I'm already placing an order with that in particular company and whether or not there's a coupon deal, because, well, let's face it, when you're buying materials to make things to sell, you have to be very price conscious, not only for your own needs but for your customers' needs. I do not coat these, I don't patina them, I let them naturally on their own, because a lot of people will like the way they shine now. Some people want them to patina, but more importantly, there's a lot of people who are looking for pure copper jewelry and they do not want that extra finish because they want the benefits of the copper. So last weekend we did that show in Ocean City, Maryland. I have to admit, it did not go as well as anybody would have liked. But it was still a nice weekend. We had a good time. We might have made our expenses back, or at least most of our expenses back if we didn't come out with a profit, but that's okay. It was still an enjoyable weekend. If nothing else, it was a nice little vacation. So here are our 3 necklaces, all done, ready to go. They're all 18 inches long, very simple to make, doesn't take long at all to do. And like I said, these are some of my best sellers. They're all different, they're all unique. I only ever use glass or mineral stones for these, and customers really appreciate that. They like the beauty of the glass, but they also like the natural tones of the mineral stones. Which, mind you, those natural tones, or the natural mineral stones, work beautifully with copper, so they work out really nice together. So I didn't really get any film at the show. I did take some photos, which I'll be adding here at the end if you're interested in seeing how we do our setup. Mind you, we goofed up terribly and accidentally left our tablecloths at home because we had put them in the dryer to make sure it didn't have any wrinkles or anything in them, but then we promptly forgot to pull them from the dryer because, you know, it was our very first show of the year. We're bound to forget something. It just seems to be how it is every single year. We forget at least one thing on the first show. It's almost tradition. So we ended up having to buy some new tablecloths specifically for the show. So for this show that we did in Ocean City, I can say that there was definitely not a lot of foot traffic at all. I'm not 100% sure we're going to do that in particular show again. We were invited to a couple other shows down there, which we might be doing. As far as that in particular show, we might do if we're considering more of a vacation than we are for profit, which I kind of did coming into this one because I wanted to go down and just get the year started. Like I said, we had a wonderful time in Ocean City. The show itself left a little bit to be desired. Well, if you enjoy making neat little pieces of jewelry like this and are interested in seeing how I make some of the other jewelry that I make, I will put a link here for another video you might enjoy. And I will be back next week with another tutorial, which I think I will be working on some fancy keychains because I found out that I am running a little low on those, so I believe that's what I will do next week. In the meantime, thank you very much for hanging out with me today, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Happy crafting and see you soon. Thank you. Bye.